Under the radiant sun, the castle courtyard bursts with celebration as King Stefan and Queen Leah watch fairies bestow blessings on the infant Princess Aurora. The joyous scene is suddenly eclipsed by an uninvited presence. Maleficent appears, casting a dark shadow over the festivities. Silence descends as Maleficent's chilling words cut through the air, her pronouncement a curse upon the innocent child. On her 16th birthday, Aurora will prick her finger on a spindle and die, Maleficent declares, her voice echoing with malice. In the grand throne room, King Stefan's face is etched with deep worry as he addresses his assembled court. His voice booms through the hall, resonating with paternal resolve as he prepares to protect his daughter, Aurora. The king decrees that every spinning wheel in the kingdom must be found and destroyed. Servants scurry to fulfill the desperate command, their faces reflecting the urgency and gravity of the situation. A dark prophecy looms over the kingdom, casting a shadow over the king's every decision. In the heart of the forest, 3 figures dressed as peasant women move stealthily, their faces etched with determination. They arrive at a secluded cottage, their secret haven hidden deep within the emerald woods. The women, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather, known to the world as simple folk, conceal their true identities as powerful fairies. Inside, they raise young Aurora, calling her Briar Rose, shielding her from a world of lurking dangers. Magic is suppressed, replaced by the guise of ordinary life, as they strive to create a sanctuary of peace and anonymity. Years waltz by, unseen, as Aurora blossoms from infancy into a spirited young girl, her laughter a sweet melody in the air. Sunlight filters through the ancient trees, painting the forest floor in shifting patterns of light and shadow as Aurora dances through the glades. Her joyous laughter echoes through the woods as she befriends the creatures of the forest: squirrels, deer, and birds drawn to her innocent spirit. She remains untouched by the knowledge of her royal blood, the invisible threads of destiny that weave around her. In her blissful ignorance, she is unaware of the dark curse, a looming shadow that threatens to engulf her innocent world. The forest cradles her in its gentle embrace, a sanctuary shielding her from the looming darkness that awaits beyond the trees. Bathed in dappled sunlight, 15-year-old Aurora wanders through the forest, her basket swinging gently as she searches for berries. Her eyes scan the berry bushes, a serene calm enveloping her as she anticipates the sweet taste of wild fruit. Prince Philip appears as if from thin air, his presence immediately capturing Aurora's attention. Their eyes meet, and a spark ignites, an unspoken connection forming between 2 souls unaware of each other's true identity. Drawn to each other by an invisible force, they begin to dance. As the music fades, they exchange promises to meet again before parting ways, their hearts entwined by a shared secret. Sunlight floods the cozy cottage, illuminating swirling dust motes as the 3 fairies, Merryweather, Flora, and Fauna, gather around Aurora. Concern etches deep lines into the fairies' faces as they prepare to reveal a life-altering secret. Aurora listens, her expression shifting from innocent curiosity to stunned disbelief as the fairies unveil her true identity. Princess Aurora. The weight of Maleficent's curse descends upon her, each word spoken a hammer blow to her heart. A wave of heartbreak washes over Aurora as the full implications crash upon her. She can never see Philip again. The bright cottage suddenly feels like a cage, the sunlight mocking her lost freedom and stolen love. Under the vast sky, Aurora is escorted toward the imposing castle, its ancient stones gleaming in the sunlight. A strange, unsettling sensation washes over her, a feeling of deep familiarity with the towering structure. Her eyes trace the castle walls, each stone seeming to whisper forgotten memories. She pauses, a sense of recognition flickering across her face as if she's returning home after a long absence. Despite never having set foot within its walls, the castle feels like a place she has always known. The imposing gates loom closer, drawing her into the heart of a mystery that has haunted her dreams. Inside the ancient castle, flora, fauna, and Merryweather gather, their expressions a mask of deep worry. They huddle protectively around Aurora, their small forms a shield of love and ancient magic. Aurora's eyes are distant, lost in a world only she perceives, a haunting melody guiding her. Her feet begin to shuffle, an invisible force drawing her towards a shadowed archway. The archway looms, darkness beckoning as Aurora's trance deepens. Unseen forces tug at her, as the protectors struggle to hold her back from the encroaching shadows. In a hidden room, dust motes swirl in the faint light, beckoning Aurora into the unknown. Driven by curiosity, Aurora cautiously steps over the threshold, the air thick with mystery. The silhouette of an old woman appears, seated at a spinning wheel in the heart of the secluded chamber. The woman's back is turned, concealing her identity in shadow, as the wheel spins with eerie precision. Unbeknownst to Aurora, the seemingly harmless old woman is Maleficent in a cunning disguise. A web of deception begins to ensnare the unsuspecting princess, spun from secrets and hidden agendas. In the hidden room, Aurora's curiosity leads her towards the forbidden spindle. A touch, a prick, the curse takes hold in an instant. Aurora crumples to the floor as the prophecy comes to its haunting fulfillment. Silence descends as the room holds its breath. The sleeping curse now complete. Sunlight floods the castle hall through arched windows, each ray highlighting the silent worry etched on the fairies' faces. Dust motes dance in the golden light, mirroring the fairies' anxious movements around Aurora's still form. Aurora lies motionless, her peaceful face a stark contrast to the dread that fills the ancient chamber. A collective gasp rises from the fairies, a wave of despair washing over them as the dreadful truth settles. The curse has claimed its victim, plunging the castle into an eerie, sorrowful stillness. To shield the kingdom from sorrow, Merryweather raises her hands, her face etched with determination. A shimmering wave of protective magic cascades through the castle halls, a beacon of hope against despair. One by one, the inhabitants yield to the enchantment, their eyes gently closing as they surrender to slumber. The castle falls into a profound, silent sleep, with Aurora at its heart, dreaming amidst her enchanted court. The ancient castle stands defiant, its stone walls weathered by centuries of storms. A creeping darkness stirs as thorns erupt from the earth, their growth unnaturally swift. The thorns twist and writhe, weaving together to form an impassable barrier, a living cage. The castle vanishes behind a wall of thorns, swallowed by the encroaching forest, lost to the world. In the heart of the forest, worry etches deeply into Prince Philip's face as he confronts Aurora's cursed fate. His jaw tightens, a fierce resolve hardening his gaze, fueled by a vow to defy destiny. Philip clenches his fist, a silent promise echoing through the ancient trees. He will break the spell. Scanning the surrounding trees, a flicker of hope ignites in his eyes, a desperate search for aid. He seeks the three good fairies, their magic the only beacon in the encroaching darkness, his last hope. Sunlight floods the fairies' cottage, motes of dust swirling in golden rays through quaint windows. Gentle smiles light the faces of the fairies as they present Philip with extraordinary gifts. A magical sword gleams, its blade shimmering with an otherworldly, ethereal light. He is also gifted a sturdy shield, etched with ancient runes humming with dormant power. Philip reaches out, his fingers trembling slightly as he grasps the enchanted weapons. The air crackles with latent magic as Philip accepts his destiny. Philip plunges into the heart of the thorn forest, where shadows twist and the air hangs heavy with foreboding. Gnarled trees reveal magical creatures, their eyes glinting with malevolent intent as they watch Philip's every move. With a surge of adrenaline, Philip leaps across a deep ravine, the thorns tearing at his clothes. He hacks through walls of thorns, the sharp barbs a constant threat as he fights his way deeper into the forest. The forest seems to resist his every step, testing his resolve with each treacherous obstacle. Philip steps into the castle, an unnatural silence pressing in around him. A haunting tableau unfolds. Courtiers, guards, servants, all frozen mid-action, lost in an enchanted slumber. His footsteps echo softly through the deserted halls, the only sound in a world suspended in time. A determined gaze scans each chamber, seeking any sign of life amidst the stillness. He moves like a ghost through the silent rooms, each step fueled by a desperate hope. The weight of the enchanted castle bears down as he searches for Aurora, his heart pounding with dread and determination. Philip enters Aurora's chamber, his footsteps soft on the stone floor. His gaze falls upon Aurora, her face serene in slumber. He pauses, captivated, as if time itself has stopped. Her beauty strikes him with the force of a revelation, a silent promise hanging in the air. Philip leans in, his eyes full of hope as he gazes at the sleeping Aurora. A gentle kiss, a tender promise hangs in the air between them. Soft light begins to fill the chamber, chasing away the shadows of the curse. Aurora's eyelids flutter, a sign of awakening from her enchanted slumber. The room radiates with a renewed sense of warmth and life, as if spring itself has entered. The curse is broken, the castle awakens, and love triumphs over darkness. In the soft light of her chamber, Aurora's eyelids flutter, a delicate awakening from a long slumber. Her eyes open slowly, revealing a gaze filled with nascent wonder as she beholds Philip. A flicker of confusion dances across her face, a fleeting shadow in her radiant expression. Despite the uncertainty, an invisible thread seems to draw her towards the stranger. Her expression softens, an inexplicable pull resonating deep within her soul. Lost in the moment, Aurora succumbs to the magnetic force that binds her to Philip. Sunbeams slice through the towering castle windows, illuminating motes of dust dancing in the ancient air. A faint stirring echoes through the silent halls, as if the very stones awaken from a century of slumber. Servants, guards, and royalty stir with confusion, their movements stiff and uncertain. They blink in the light, their gazes darting around, struggling to comprehend the unfamiliar surroundings. Sunlight floods the throne room through towering windows, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Aurora stands before her parents, their faces reflecting a mixture of profound relief and deep sorrow. The opulent throne room reveals subtle signs of neglect, its former glory fading with each passing day. Faded tapestries hang wearily on the walls, and the once gleaming floor bears the marks of countless sorrows. Aurora's gaze sweeps across the room, absorbing the undeniable signs of a world irrevocably changed. In the sun-drenched castle courtyard, Philip and Aurora walk side by side, the stones warm beneath their feet. They stroll at a leisurely pace, their faces alight with open and friendly conversation. Around them, the vibrant colors of the kingdom unfold, a tapestry of greens, golds, and blues painting a scene of idyllic harmony. The air is filled with the promise of a bright future, reflecting in their easy smiles and shared glances. Inside the castle chapel, soft light streams through stained glass, illuminating the sacred space. Philip and Aurora stand hand in hand before the altar, their figures radiant with youthful promise. The chapel overflows with nobles and well-wishers, their faces mirroring the joy of the occasion. Anticipation hangs in the air, thick with the scent of incense and the soft murmur of prayers. Garlands of flowers adorn the ancient stone, weaving a tapestry of color and life. A collective breath is held as the ceremony begins, uniting two kingdoms under the watchful gaze of history. On the castle balcony, Philip and Aurora stand silhouetted against the vast, clear sky, their shared gaze sweeping over their kingdom. Below, a sea of faces erupts in joyous cheers, the sound echoing like a wave against the ancient castle walls. A mutual look of determination and unwavering optimism etches across their faces, reflecting the promise of a new era. With regal grace, Aurora lifts her hand, her wave embodying hope and a bright future for all. Philip echoes her gesture, his wave a pledge of strength and unwavering commitment to their people.